We're live this evening from Adelaide Oval. You join...
I'm not entirely sure about this decision. Hopefully the captain knows what they're doing and can explain it to the team. But I wouldn't want to be bowling first on this wicket.
Right, so we're ready to get on. Misses out on the first ball of the innings.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Wait on. Yep.
And dropped.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Sharma is new to the crease. They'll be keen to field bat on ball early on. Misses everything.
Oh, yes, nice ball.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Catch it!
Yep.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Yes, keeper!
Run here for them. Drives and misses everything.
Southey with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
End of the over. 6 off it. India are 6 for none. Bolt on the City end.
Yep.
Great shot.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
Williamson, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Yep.
Great shot. Placement exquisite.
A little bit short, not horribly short, moves the feet well and the hands even better.
Boundaries are flowing. They need to find a dot ball or two to slow things down again. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Off the front foot, hit it with all the power and elegance of a batter right at the top of their game.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Yep.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Nice bowling.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off, These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Yep, yep.
A real beauty. Just times it so well.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
Yep.
Gets onto the back foot quickly, and that's just flown.
A lovely shot. Just cuts it away and nothing the fielder could do to stop that one.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
What a great shot that was. Onto the front foot really quickly. No stopping that one.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
It was just a little bit wide. Well picked up and guided nicely down towards third.
Yep.
Doesn't beat the infield.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap.
Punched out of the middle of the bat with great timing. It's raced to the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yep.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
Yes, bowler!
Good return there, back from the deep.
A couple on offer here.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Wait there.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yep.
There's trouble here.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary.
A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've got back quickly. No harm done. Both batters survive.
Yep, yep.
Well placed, should get a single.
We're on.
Cuts that off well in the infield.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
End of the over. India are 45 for none. The right arm pace bowler is coming into the attack. from the Cathedral end.
Yep.
Beaten on the drive.
Yes, nice ball.
Well, they never really got in the right position for the drive for that one. A bit of a loose shot in my reckoning.
Wait there.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Just a little bit wide. Well picked up. And let the ball do all the work, really, just to nudge it down towards third.
Waiting.
They'll push hard, should get back for 2.
Bowlers.
A brilliant throw-in from the deep caps off what was a fabulous piece of fielding.
Catch it.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
Those runs bring up the 50 partnership between these.
Solid partnership, 50 so far. Now it's time to really build a big score. A really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong. And it's going to take something special to break it up.
Yes, nice bowling.
A little late on that. No run scored.
Are now on
10 runs added there. India are 55 for none.
Yep.
Caught. One of the easiest catches you'll see.
What a crucial breakthrough this is. Excellent bowling to get one of the key wickets cheaply.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled. That's right off the meat of the bat.
Found the middle of the bat. Great timing. Lovely front foot shots that's raced to the boundary.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Yep. No.
Well, there was a moment of hesitation, a few calls of yes and no. In the end, no damage done.
Yep.
Good catch. Out.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early on as they bring a bit of energy to the crease.
They were wise to the run there. Excellent call. It was off the pad and they got through quickly.
Waiting. No.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
end of the power.
They make it back, but that was much closer than it needed to be.
The end of another over. This time, though, some more fielding changes are coming as the restrictions are lifted. 5 fielders are now able to be moved outside the circle.
Catch it.
Nice shot.
Just a little bit of room given. The power was immense. That has flown over the boundary.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Hit that hard, nailed it.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Shots are certainly being played at the moment. Some good batting mixed in with a little bit of good fortune. That's 2 boundaries in 2 balls.
Yep.
Absolutely nailed it.
That was a very well-timed shot off the back foot. Saw it really early and it was dispatched with ease.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Yep.
Oh, that is a great catch.
Really tried to push the scoring along and managed to do so for a while, but in the end, it's just one risk too many.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled.
Well bowled.
Good bowling, kept it nice and tight and made it hard to score runs.
Wait on.
That's gone all the way, right out of the middle.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Waiting.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Got to the boundary. Last ball, punches it into the gap to get a single. Excellent batting.
Wait on.
Really good shot there.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope. Punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Yep. No.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call was made in the end.
Wait on.
End of the over. 12 runs coming from it. India are 91 for 3.
Wait there.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
Good return there, back from the deep. Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
It was just a little bit wide. Well picked up and let the ball do all the work, really, to push it down towards third man.
Waiting.
There was trouble for a moment, but these two are quick enough to avoid the run out in the end.
Waiting.
They'll get at least one.
Wait on.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Ball is aimed.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Over. India are 101 for 3. The right armour is coming into the attack from the City end.
Yep.
Straight to the fielder.
Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
No, no, no.
There'll be one run here for them.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Waiting. No.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Yep. On. No. Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible. Drives and misses everything.
Tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive.
End of the over. 3 off it. India are 104 for 3.
Yep.
Couldn't have played that any better.
A little bit short, not horribly short, moves the feet well, and the hands even better.
Williamson, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Yep.
Chance to run 2.
Keeper!
Yep. Yep.
End of the over. A good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one. Neesham, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the City end.
Yep. Yep.
Keep
Go!
Was that just a bit lazy with the running? Usually there'd be 2 there. Need to take a bit more initiative out there.
Yep.
They'd look for a couple here.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike. Keep the pressure up on the bowlers.
Picks the gap perfectly.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
End of the over. 9 runs coming from it. India are 123 for 3.
Yep.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Yep. Yep.
Misses everything.
Just threw the shot too early.
Yep.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
Yep.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
That's the over. India are 127 for 3. Wow, that's missed the lot.
Neesham with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Way
Yep.
there.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
And that brings up to 50 partnership for these two.
That's an unbelievable shot into the crowd.
That's just timed brilliantly. He moves closer to 50. It's going to take something special to get the wicket.
Neesham shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep. Wait on.
Doesn't beat the infield. Could be close.
Confusion written on the batters' faces. A mix-up that almost led to a run-out.
That sees the completion of the over. A good one too. Not many opportunities to score. A new bowler is coming into the attack.
Yep.
Chance!
Bit of a mix-up, they'll need to improve their communication.
Yep.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
Bad decision making. Thrown it to the wrong end and let the chance go begging. No messing around here. Brings up the 50 quick smart. Really feels like there's a lot more runs coming.
Very sweet off the bat and 4 all the way.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yep.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Yep. No,
Can't get that outside the ring field.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
For 3.
Neesham from the city end. Beaten on the drive.
Surely that's got to be called a wide. Is completely out of reach.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap.
Keepers!
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
Yep. Wait there.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
A bit of a mix-up. They'll need to improve their communication.
Yep. Yep.
4 runs added in the over. India are 150 for 3.
Yep. No, no, no.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yep.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance for a run out in the first place.
Yep.
Gets back and punches it beautifully.
Decisive running might have gotten two. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Yep. No!
A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've got back quickly. No harm done. Both batters survive.
Yep. Yep.
Needs to be on target. Sodhi doing really well to keep the pressure on these two. Another good over of bowling. The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack on the City end.
Yep.
Good batting, get an opportunity to score and take it.
Bowler's in.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Catch it.
That's really high. Don't think anyone is close.
Extra width gives them a free swing at the ball. Gone a long way back.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Good running. Just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeping pressure on the bowlers.
Yep.
Out. Pretty straightforward catch in the end.
That's a real shame. That was a brilliant innings. Really was heading towards something special. A good wicket to take at this stage.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket.
Yes, keeper, keeper.
A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
Yep.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
And that marks the end of the match. India complete.
Always looked like that target was just under par, and so it proved. Chased down easily, great batting and a deserved win.